My ship has run off course en route to Sector 12. I've crash-landed on a strange planet.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things you never noticed in Andy's room in Toy Story.
Now let's all be polite and give whatever it is up there a nice, big Andy's room welcome.
For this list, we'll be looking at the fun details and Easter eggs hidden in Andy's room by the Toy Story animators. Which detail did you notice before we pointed it out? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. The Pixar University banner, Toy Story 3. It's no secret that Toy Story 3 gave Andy's room some major, and dare we say, much-needed upgrades.
Andy's going to college any day now. That was our last shot.
We're going into attic mode, folks.
He's all grown up now, and the Pixar team definitely did an incredible job at depicting a room that reflects the person he's become, while also preserving those memorable elements from his childhood. Amid his speakers and TV is that same twin bed from the first movie. Next to his electric guitar is that old toy box.
Why do you still have these toys?
Molly, out of my room!
Covering that classic baby blue wallpaper is a cornucopia of posters, among which is a banner for Pixar University. This is an homage to the real Pixar University, which is an education and personal development program for the employees at the studio.
Drawing, painting, sculpture, acting, improvisation, live-action filmmaking, color theory, animation history, whatever it is that helps all of the people of Pixar understand each other better and communicate better.
Number 9. The Finn McMissile poster, Toy Story 3. Like many teenagers out there, Andy seems to be quite the fan of cars, and that includes both the motor vehicles and the Pixar movie. At the time of Toy Story 3's release, it would still be another year before Cars 2 hit theaters. This made these Easter eggs a pretty big deal.
Chi trova un amico, trova un tesoro.
What does that mean?
Whoever finds a friend, find a treasure.
If you're paying attention to the details, you'll be able to spot a red poster featuring one of the stars of Cars 2, Finn McMissile. There's another blue poster that's been argued to reference the British spy car also, although that one's definitely a little subtler.
I never properly introduced myself. Finn McMissile, British intelligence.
While we're checking off the Cars references, a calendar in Andy's room spotlights Snotrod, yet another character from the franchise. Number 8. The Luxo lamp, but make it red, Toy Story and Toy Story 3. The Luxo lamp is arguably the mascot most associated with Pixar. The lamp, although it's disguised in red, can be seen on Andy's desk in both the first and third movies. It's yet another thing Andy seems to have kept from his childhood, which is pretty sweet, considering Pixar seems to have done the same.
Can I have your computer?
No.
Your video games?
Forget it, Molly.
The Luxo lamp and Luxo Jr. have been part of the brand since the early days, when they released the animated short Luxo Jr. in 1986. The Luxo ball also gets a shining role in the short, and would continue to be featured in many of the studio's later movies, including, wouldn't you know it, Toy Story.
To infinity and beyond!
You've got a friend in us, Luxo lamp. Number 7. The Newt sticker, Toy Story 3. It's not very often that a Pixar movie actually goes into development only to end up canceled.
I just don't think I can take that kind of rejection.
Hey, listen, no one's getting replaced.
But one movie got stuck at the story stage and was eventually scrapped altogether. If you're a die-hard Pixar fan, you'll recognize this story as belonging to what would have been the studio's 14th feature, Newt. It was supposed to come out in 2011, then was later pushed back to 2012, before Pixar ultimately decided to go another route.
It was struggling in development, and Pixar's answer was to bring in Pete Docter to help fix the film, similar to how they brought in Brad Bird to work on Ratatouille. But Docter said, meh, I've got a better idea, and then he pitched them Inside Out.
It must have been a pretty tough decision, considering an Easter egg was included in Toy Story 3. On the back of Andy's door, a sticker reading Newt Crossing can be made out. We did get Toy Story 4, so who knows, maybe we'll also get to see Newt someday. Number 6. The pins in the map, Toy Story 3. If you're the observant type, there is a good chance you remember the map next to Andy's bed. There are quite a number of pushpins in it, in nearly every continent. But if you're watching this video, you know there's more to it.
What is it, boy? He's saying that this was no accident.
What do you mean?
Each pin actually corresponds to the hometown of a member of the production crew.
Place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Pixar is pretty notorious for breaking the fourth wall through their Easter eggs, and this one is certainly no exception.
That's where I need to go.
We wonder if Infinity and Beyond is also a location on the map. Number 5. The postcard from Carl and Ellie, Toy Story 3. This detail is pretty significant when it comes to the Pixar theory.
Holy cow.
And you didn't believe him.
Hey, you didn't believe him first.
If you're unfamiliar with it, the Pixar theory believes that every film made by the studio all takes place in the same universe.
All signs point to this planet as the location of Zurg's fortress, but there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
The same postcard that's on Carl's mirror in Up can be found on Andy's bulletin board in Toy Story 3. It's pretty easy to miss, but don't feel bad if you do. The postcard comes up again in another scene, although this time it seems to have been flipped to the writing on the back. If you zoom in, you can easily read Carl and Ellie Fredrickson. Their names are unmistakable. Maybe Carl and Andy are pen pals. If this keeps up, the MCU better watch its back.
They soon find that this mountain is a very dangerous place.
Number 4. The Monsters, Inc. logo, Toy Story 3. Here is yet another one of Pixar's self-references.
Watch yourself.
Bob, who goes there?
Don't shoot. It's okay. Friends.
Do you know these life forms?
We've seen Cars, we've seen Up, and now what else other than Monsters, Inc.?
I know! Hey, wasn't I great? Did the whole family see it? It's your mom. What can I say? The camera loves me.
In the hodgepodge of stickers behind Andy's door, in the top right corner is a sticker with the Monsters, Inc. logo. Admittedly, it's almost indecipherable. But the internet seems to accept that this isn't just some arbitrary M, and is indeed the icon for the franchise. We suppose we'll take their word for it this time. That just leaves us with one question. Who's Andy's monster?
Mike Wazowski, care of 22. Mike Wazowski, you got your life back lane.
Wazowski.
Very good.
Number 3. The Nemo sticker, Toy Story 3. There are actually 2 Finding Nemo references in Andy's room. Or, at least there are 2 we could find.
He's a good guy. Go easy on him. He's lost his son, Fabio.
If you're distracted by the turtle sticker on the right, you might just miss the more important turtle sticker on the left of it. It's a little harder to make out, but it looks just like Squirt from Finding Nemo.
Yeah, did you see that? Did you see me? Did you see what I did?
You so totally rock, Squirt!
Nemo himself can be spotted in sticker form just moments later as the toys sprint off to the toy chest. At the bottom of it, next to the beaver sticker and almost covered by a stack of binders, is what appears to be the young clownfish himself. Maybe while Marlin was looking for him, Nemo was just hiding in Andy's room the whole time.
You are! I found you! You're not dead, and your father... your father!
My father? You know my father? Where is he?
This way! He went this way! Quick!
Number 2. The bookshelf of Pixar shorts, Toy Story. This one is somehow so obvious yet so inconspicuous at the same time.
Quiet, Bo Peep, or your sheep get run over. Help! Help us!
Not only do you have to be looking close enough to actually read what the spines of the book say, you'd also have to be relatively familiar with Pixar's history.
Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am. Big and strong, but too.
Come on, Woody.
If you're both of these things, then you might recognize titles from the shelf like The Adventures of Andre and Wally B, Red's Dream, Tin Toy, and Knick Knack as original Pixar shorts. Look a little closer, and you can also find the names of some of the production team. At the bottom of Tin Toy, for example, is the surname Lasseter, belonging to the director John Lasseter. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Mickey Clock, Toy Story. If you only know about one Easter egg on this list, chances are it's the Mickey Clock.
Your friends are gonna be here any minute.
Okay. It's party time, Woody.
It's pretty impossible to miss given its size. In the first installment of Toy Story, Andy's room is relatively consistent with the standard 90s children's bedroom. The white dresser, the space-themed comforter, the half-painted wall, the wallpaper. It's pretty cute. All that's left to say is we hope to see you real soon, MsMojo listeners.
So long, partner.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.